If you've been songwriting or singing for a while and want to get your own music out there and want to start working with a music producer, but don't know how to go about that or how to vet a music producer, then these tips will help you out. Finding the right producer is not easy. Everyone these days is looking for their Jack Antonoff or Dan Nigro. And in this world of social media, there's producers everywhere. But I want to make sure going into it, you know what to look for when you're looking for a producer and how to make sure things go your way as an artist. I am a music producer based in Los Angeles. I work with a bunch of people. So I've had experiences working with artists. I've heard the horror stories of other people dealing with other producers. So I wanted to make this to make sure that your songs get treated how they should be treated. So here's tip number 1. You want to find a producer that works in the same genre that you do. For me, for example, I do a lot of pop, a lot of indie, a lot of folk. I've done country, gospel, jazz, blues. What I usually don't do is hip hop or metal. If you're a metal artist and you want to come and work with me, I'd probably say there's 1,000 people that are way better at metal than I ever could be. I'm just not familiar with the genre enough to produce a song to the quality that I know I can produce or compete with. If you want your song to sound like a Sabrina Carpenter song, chances are you're not going to use the producer who produces someone like Megadeth. It's different production techniques with different styles of music. So whatever genre you want to do, make sure that that producer can do that and aligns with that. So tip number 1, make sure you find a producer that can do the genre that you're looking for. Give references if you need to. References help a lot. I love when artists give me references and make things so much easier and talk about your vision. Tip number 2 is be aware of budget. When you're talking to a producer, wherever the producer's at, they can charge you so many different things. They could charge you up front. They could charge you up front with a royalty. They can charge you nothing. They could charge you $250,000 a song plus points on the back end. It just depends where the producer is at their career. But as an artist, you need to be realistic with what do you want. If you want to compete with the Ariana Grandes and the Sabrina Carpenters, they're dropping money to make their music. And if you care about your art, then this is what you should be investing into. And you make money doing music. I know people say you can't make a living doing music. I make a living doing music. I'm no different from a bunch of other people. And so can you. But it does take money to make money. Especially it's tough where you're just starting out and you may not know what's the best thing to spend your money on. And I'm sure there's a bunch of producers who would work for free. But is that really what you want from your song? I know we're all independent artists, especially these days, but if you want to compete, it takes money to make money. So invest your money into things that you need to, such as producers, mixing engineers, mastering engineers, studio time. Tip number 3 is to check out their catalog. Whenever I'm talking to someone about maybe working on their stuff, I'll send them my website. I have a bunch of examples of songs broken down in genres. And what I've done, if I produce, mixed, and mastered, you want to see what the producer has made in the past. Because you want to have an idea of what you're going to get, especially if you're going to spend money on it. That if I give a producer a demo, I'm going to get this out of it. So you want to check the references of what they've done in the past. Sometimes some producers will have reviews of what artists have said about what it's like working with them. I have some on my site. So the more professional the producer is and has all that stuff clean, chances are the easier it is working with them. Tip number 4 is to make sure that they're keeping it professional. You do want some sort of chemistry with a producer. A lot of intimate things can come up if you're working on people's music, especially songs about what people have gone through. You want your producer to approach your song in a caring way. At the end of the day, it's all about the song and it's about the art. So when you're in a room with someone tracking vocals, it can be very vulnerable. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable around that producer. So if you're looking for a producer to start off your music career, or if you're looking for a new producer, I hope this helped. Obviously, shameless plug, I'm a music producer based in LA. I work with people remotely all over. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Just go to richemery.com. I'd love to help you out if you have any questions about anything. Hopefully this helps you take your music where it needs to be. You love your songs and you want to work with someone who also has that same love for your music as well.